I want to make it so easy for you to manifest what you desire using self-concept. I want to remove the mystery. Make it just so plain and simple that you know exactly what steps to do and find yourself in a new reality. A self-concept is your new identity. Let's say that you want to manifest having a successful business. You're tired of your unfulfilling 9-to-5. You want to create your own legacy. You want to be your own boss. You want flexibility. You want to live a life that allows you to do the things you love while making a difference in people's lives. But currently, your new reality might be that you are working a 9-to-5 that is not fulfilling. It is not bringing you pleasure. You leave your work actually more drained, and you're not energized by what you're doing. Even if it pays you well, you know it's not your legacy. You've never had a business before, and you don't know how to do it. So how do you manifest that? I'm going to make it plain and simple on how you would use self-concept to manifest that desire. And you can plug in whatever your desire is. I'm just using this one as an example, since a lot of the people that I work with, this is their desire. In the simplest way possible, the only thing that you will do right away is you're going to think about who is that person that already has that reality. Take your current work environment and how you feel about it out of the equation. You're not thinking about what you do not want. You're thinking about this new self-concept, this new version of yourself with what you do desire. This version of yourself is already living that life. So what is that life? What does that life look like? How does that person wake up? How do you wake up in the morning when you have that life? What does your day look like when you have that life? What kind of inner dialogues do you have when you are living that reality? You're not thinking of it as the things you do not want based on your current reality, okay? So you're not saying things like, well, I don't want stress. I don't want to be working with my coworkers. I don't want to be limited to that paycheck. I don't want to be tied down all the time to a 9-to-5 and I can't do anything with my days. Instead, you're going to say things like, I wake up easily in the morning, excited about my day. I have a slow morning sipping a cup of tea. And then I begin my work for the day, knowing that the work that I'm doing is actually making a difference in people's lives. And I'm energized by the work that I do. And I don't even work a 40-hour work week. And I go to bed sleeping so good at nighttime, waking up rested. And as you notice, I'm not comparing that to whatever's happening in the current reality. I'm just creating this fresh canvas of my new self-concept. Once you have that, you're now going to find confirmation for that. All you're going to do is find one other person in this entire world who's living that life. You can look at that person and not look at them in jealousy. Like, you're not going to look at them and go, oh my God, how do they get to do it and I don't? Look at them and say to yourself, this is confirmation for me that if they can do it, so can I. Then you're going to start normalizing that kind of life. And by that I mean, you're going to listen to podcasts of people that speak about this. You're going to follow people on your social media who are easily living this life. You're going to surround yourself with friends and a community who normalize this kind of lifestyle. It's easy for them to be living this lifestyle because you need to understand the language of this new self-concept. It needs to go from something that you're looking at as a big thing that's in a pedestal to just something normal and easy to achieve. Plug yourself into those communities, into that environment, because when you do, it is all going to look so easily possible and achievable. And in fact, you will already start to feel yourself being in that reality by doing those aligned actions. Oftentimes, this is one of the places where people get stuck. They think all they need to do with the self-concept is just have this idea of what it is. But they forget that that version of them had to go through a process of transitioning into this new being. They didn't stay who they were and all of a sudden found themselves in this life. They had to become that version. There are aligned actions that go with the process of manifestation. And you're going to ask yourself, that version of me that has their successful business and is living that life, what do they know? What did they have to learn to be living that life? Maybe there's someone that worked with a business coach. Maybe they are someone who had a mentor. Maybe they had to take some certification. Maybe they read a series of books that got them the confidence they needed to be able to serve others. What is that specialized knowledge that they had to acquire that you will need to acquire as well? We'll take the first step to acquiring that knowledge. Again, in all of this, you are embodying, you are transforming, you are becoming that version that has that business. And if you notice, you're putting your focus on your new reality that you're transitioning into, and you're putting less focus on your current reality that you do not like. Because where you focus, you go. So your focus is towards the becoming this new self-concept. As you're doing this, you are already going to start entering the frequency of that desire. This is through the law of vibration. Your vibration is going to start increasing. As you transition, you will already start experiencing parts of that new reality through your confidence level, through your positivity, through the engagements with other people, through the new insights that you have, through the learnings, through the places that you will find yourself in, and the things that will be attracted to you. Those will all serve as the signs that you are attracting, you are becoming through the law of attraction, bringing that reality to you. As you transition, there will be moments where you will want to quit, or you will want to revert back, or you will believe that it's not working. It's like your current reality going, but we're good here, stay, this is what we know, this is what we know. During those moments, it will be very important for you to stay within your self-concept, to continue regardless. By this point in this process, you are already way more into your new self-concept than your current reality. You'll start to notice that your actions are changing. You're a lot more intentional. By this point in that process, you are so much more intentional in the things that you do. At that point in this shifting is when you start to see the results of what you've been doing. Keeping with the example, you start to get clients, start to make money, and you get more and more confirmation that you are aligned to your desire. And to take it way back to the beginning, all this happened when you got clear on what does that new reality look like, got confirmation that it is possible, and you started to change your environment, joining communities of others who normalize this life, studying others who are easily living that life, no longer seeing this new reality as something that is big and very different, but instead it's an easy, achievable transition. You get the guidance that you need, you get the knowledge that you need, and you start becoming. And literally from that point on, you will absolutely start to see the signs of it becoming your reality. This is the premise of manifestation. When you do this process, and every single time you do this process, you will find yourself in that reality. And when you're fully transitioned, you will look back and say, I can't believe how quickly it all happened for me. Because it is always about the becoming process more than it is the end goal. Leveling up every single time, beginning always with your self-concept.